Hello everyone, it's Justine. Today I'm going to be making a stamped image card using the new stamp and clear die of the month from Spellbinders for April 22, and this one is called Friendship Garden. How sweet. Now this stamp set comes with this large flowered area, this large floral area, and it also comes with 4 sentiments. It comes with "You're a wonderful friend," "Thanks for just being you," "Hello you," and "Happy birthday to you." I chose "Happy birthday to you" because I love sending out birthday cards, so here I am making a birthday card. Now I also am using the 3D embossing folder for this month, which is just so pretty, and I just love 3D embossing folders, so I had to grab this one for the background of my stamped area. Now, one thing I do notice when I use 3D embossing folders that it sometimes isn't exactly the size that I need on my card base, and maybe it's just my card bases because they're a little wonky sometimes. I'm not the most amazing measurer and scorer in the world, but that's okay. I'm just gonna chop off a little bit of the edge here, and if a little bit of the black overhangs, I don't really mind. So there's that. Now that I have my card base ready to go, let's pop on the black area. Now, as I am doing this, I'm just going to give you some stamped tips. So, number 1, if you are going to stamp, why not heat emboss? Because it gives a beautiful glossy look to stamped images. Why not? So, I love using heat embossing when I am stamping. It's really all of the stamping that I do. I will add heat embossing powder. So to do that, I will just walk you through my process. I love using this VersaFine black onyx ink. It is as black as night. Look at that. It is so dark. I have re-inked this probably 10 times. I don't even know how long. I use it all the time, and one ink pad and a little bit of a re-inker ink has lasted me so long. So I will use this. I use my Misty stamp tool when I am using really any ink, because I think that having a tool like that really does help my stamping ability in general. This is my number 1 stamping tip. Use black embossing ink and clear embossing powder, because when you dip your image into the embossing powder, it is clear. And when you have your heat gun and you're warming up that powder, if there's any clear little powder anywhere, you won't see it because it dries clear, and it won't be as like a black speckled look. So typically people use clear embossing ink and then would use black embossing powder, and that powder gets everywhere. It just, to me, does not look good. So I really don't do that anymore at all. Anyway, just climb down off the soapbox that I was on, but I am going to now add some foam to the back of this just to pop it up, give it some dimension and life. I love adding dimension to cards. What don't I love? I love embossing folders. I love stamped images with heat embossing and glimmering and wax sealing and stitching. Shaker cards. Card making is such a fun craft. I don't know. If you're watching my video, you probably like card making as well. If not, you probably will after a while, because it's just so fun. What's not to like? You get to play around with paper and colors and make different designs. There's such a wonderful card making community, and I just love being a part of it. And you guys are really what makes it even more fun, because I get to talk to people who like what I like, which is just fun. So thanks for being a part of this with me, and I'm pretty excited about the upcoming summer. I know it's April. Actually, right now it's March 29th when I'm filming this, but when you're watching this, it will be April. But I am getting the summer bug. We've had a long winter in Minnesota, and I am ready for summer. I absolutely will miss my kindergarten students that I have right now. I love them to pieces. They are just the sweetest little bunch. But I am so excited for summer because summer means more card making. And also summer means really exciting news. So I can't really talk about it right now because things aren't final. But things are happening. I'm excited. And also we're doing a remodel in our downstairs right now, which means I will be hopefully working in a new craft space. I'm going to say we're going to just be generous with the time by Thanksgiving. The electricians came yesterday. That was kind of fun to see things coming along. But if you don't know, my husband and I, we have a beautiful little old house, and it's older. It's 113, 14, I don't know. It's older, and the electrician needed to do some updating to the wire since it was all original, and insulate the walls because Minnesota's cold, and just some other things like that. So we're working on it. My husband is wonderful. I just am amazed that he can do so many different things with building. It's just, I would have no clue. But you know what I should do is I should make him a card with Nancy McCabe's her essential tool collection. That, you know what, that's on my weekend to-do list. I'm going to make him a special one, and not even just use one from my stash, but make him a special one. We'll see what he thinks about it. But anyway, so summer's coming. I'm excited. Anyway, now one last thing that I love doing on stamped images, especially when I color with Copics, is add Wink of Stella. It is just so pretty. It is this fine shimmer pen. If you don't know what it is, here it is. I still haven't figured out if it's alcohol based or water based. Every time I think about it, I'm like, oh yeah, I should probably research that and find out, but I don't know. It doesn't move any of my alcohol ink on here. The Copic markers is alcohol ink, and it's not affecting any of the color. It's just adding this beautiful shimmer. So I would assume it's probably not alcohol based. I don't know. I just sniffed it. It doesn't smell like any chemical. So perhaps it's water based. I don't know. It dries so fast, and it adds such a fun glimmered look. And I just can't help myself, and I just put it on everything. So I'm going to even put it on the sentiment down here, because why not? Also, the gems I have on this card are old, not old, but they are from a older card kit from, I think, last June at the Damask Daydream. Was that 2 years ago? I don't even know. It's older, but they still work really great. And there was so many gems in this that you can see all of these ones that I've used already. And one day I'll use some of these chunkier ones. I don't know when, but I'm just going to stick with 5 on this card. And I did use the diagonal effect on this one and just go from left to right just to give it a little bit of a look. But this is so pretty, and I love this stamp set. So I think this is another one that I'll be picking up again, especially for the sentiments. They are very neutral, and I love that. There's also this little frame that you can put around the sentiments that really just adds a finishing touch. Anyway, I hope you've loved this card. If you have watched all the way to the end, I have a question for you. I would like to know one thing you are looking forward to in April. What is it? Is it sunshine, tulips blooming, a trip, a a new release. Did you know? There are more releases on April 10th. They are releasing stitched numbers. They are releasing, and when I say they, I mean Spellbinders. Spellbinders is also releasing some beautiful collections. There's the seahorse one. There's a friendship floral, which is kind of like an older style of card kit. And by older style, I mean what they used to print out with the materials, not in a bad way at all about older. Who says old is bad anyway? Anyway, moving on. There's also the hummingbird, which is stunning. There's a pop-up hummingbird. It is so cool. Anyway, if you're interested in seeing more of the upcoming stuff, please check the link in the description of this video, and that will take you right to the page that has all of the new releases for April. So, anyway, let me know what you are excited for in April. If I had to say one thing, I am excited to see family for Easter. One thing, I don't know if I could do that. Okay, we're gonna go with 3. I'm excited to see family for Easter. I am excited to have a week off of work and craft my heart out. And I am excited to see the drywall go up on the walls in our living room. So, anyway, let me know what your 1 to 3 exciting things for April. Anyway, I hope you have a great rest of your day. I hope you get to stamp soon, since if you are watching this, you're probably a stamper. I hope that you've enjoyed my #1 stamping tip. If you already knew it, good for you. If not, now you know. Anyway, we'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.